Morning, boys and girls, and welcome to Wednesday morning's maths lesson. Now, the last 2 days we have been focusing on length and using a ruler to find out the length of different objects and recording it using centimetres. But today we're doing something slightly different. We are today going to be measuring the amount of liquid in a measuring jug. Your job is going to be pouring the amount of liquids into the measuring jug for a certain amount. Now, a measuring jug, we measure in millilitres. Can you say that word? Millilitres. You might also come across the phrase litres as well, because 1,000 millilitres is the same as 1 litre. But today, we're going to be focusing on the measuring jug and focusing on measuring millilitres. Now, if you look at the measuring jug you have at home, you will notice that there's numbers which go up the side of it. And those numbers, you need to make sure, have M and L next to them, so you know that you're going to be measuring in millilitres. Now, your scale might be slightly different to the one I've got. My scale of numbers goes up in 50s, which is like 5s as well. Or you might find your scale goes up in hundreds, which is similar to 10s. Or it might go up in 2s, 1s as well. I'm going to start by showing you what you're going to do. You are going to be pouring in liquids to match a certain amount of millilitres that your grown-up gives you. So, for example, your grown-up might say to you, can you pour 150 millilitres into your measuring jug? So your job will be to find 150 on your scale, number scale, and pouring water to that amount. But don't worry, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. So, Miss Ford has set Miss McGrath a challenge. And her challenge is that Miss Ford has given her different millilitres. And using the liquid that Miss Ford has left Miss McGrath, Miss McGrath has got to match the amount of liquid on our number scale. So let's have a look. Let's see which one she's left me first. 100 millilitres. So, on my measuring jug, I need to have a look and see if I can find 100 millilitres on my scale. Now, unfortunately, you can't really see my scale, but I can just about see the number 100 here, which means Miss McGrath has got to use her magic blue potion to get to 100 millilitres. So she has to stop at 100 millilitres because that's the amount Miss Ford wants her to have in it. Are you ready? So I'm going to pour my blue liquid in. Oh, let me see. Oh, I'm a little bit under so far, so I'm going to just add a tiny bit more. Oh, I've just made it to 100 millilitres. So there you go. You can just see, if I hold it by the handle, that it's just got to 100 millilitres. So I'm going to do another one now. Miss Ford's left me another one to have a tricky challenge out. So I'm going to pour my liquid away. You might pour yours down a sink. Miss McGrath hasn't got a sink at the moment. So you can pour yours in a sink. Right, I'm ready to see which one Miss Ford's left me now. Are you ready? How many millilitres do I need to put into my measuring jug? Shall we see? 300 millilitres. So Miss Ford wants me to put 300 millilitres into my measuring jug. Do you think you can help me? Right, I'm going to start pouring then. So I've got to stop at what number? Great work. I've got to stop at 300. Oh, I'm going to read it carefully to see. Oh, I'm just on about 250, so I need a tiny bit more. Great work. I've just managed to get my liquid to 300 millilitres. So I've filled it up to 300 millilitres. So I'm going to pour mine away because that's how much she wanted me to have in it, which has left me one more. she's left me. Oh my goodness, Chun, this is quite a big number. 650 millilitres. Right then. So that means on my measuring jug, I have got to find 650 and pour my liquid to that amount. So I'm going to find it. Oh, it's quite a heavy jug Miss Ford's left me. Well, 650 is there. Do you think I've got enough liquid? No, I haven't, because I haven't got my blue liquid up to the 650 millilitres line. That means I'm going to have to carry on then pouring my liquid. I'm looking at the number carefully. But I've managed to get it to 650 millilitres. Now, your job is ask your grown-up to give you a certain amount of millilitres and then, using your measuring jug, fill it to that amount of liquid. So if your grown-up says, can you pour in 650 millilitres? Find it on your measuring jug and pour water to that amount. Then, ask your grown-up, when you've done 6 or 7 of those, ask your grown-up then to sneakily pour some water into the measuring jug. And your job is to read the amount of liquid what's in the measuring jug. So for example, if this Miss Ford had poured me this liquid, she then would want me to read how many millilitres it is. So your grown-up would have to fill the measuring jug up to a certain millilitre, and you've got to read what the millilitre is. I hope you enjoy doing your fun activity. Can't wait to see some photos of you doing super hard work. Bye!